Hello and welcome to the launch of the Virtual Labs. A moment of panic there, I think, but we were okay in the end. First of all, my name is Danny Gray.
And I'm Luke Hall.
Absolute pleasure to be here with you this afternoon. It's been a really exciting journey, and over the next 15 minutes or so, we're going to share some of that with you. The great part is we get to broadcast this live from one of our labs, which is brilliant. We'll share more of that, show you around that as the session goes through. But I guess to start us off though, Luke, it's been quite a story, hasn't it, to get us to this point?
It has. It's been our own bit of an origin story, as we've been calling it. So unfortunately, it starts 2 years ago. And I don't think we want to talk about it. Everyone's fed up with talking about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's not. We all know what that means. But to just give this a bit of context, myself and Danny independently run 2 organizations that support businesses to develop their leaders and managers. And we typically did that prior to March 2020. I'm not going to say the word.
No.
And we typically did that in the room. So at least 90 to 95% of our time was spent in the training room. So we had to move fast, like many businesses. So let's not labor on that. But what we did do is we wanted to stretch ourselves and stretch our thinking and move to a different way of being able to facilitate immersive and engaging learning for our audience. So we created temporary, at the time, what we felt were temporary studios where we could facilitate this learning. Fast forward months and months of trials and delivery and successful delivery at that point, we decided that what was temporary, we thought needed to be made permanent. And that is when we started to think about the concept of the virtual labs. And by permanent, we don't just mean permanent for our clients or permanent for the learning world that we operate in. We mean permanent for everybody. And that is what we think the virtual labs are about. It is about allowing any organization of any size to connect and engage with the people that they're trying to talk to, whether that's their teams or whether that's their customers. These spaces have been designed to do exactly that. So to give that a bit more context, we already have clients working for us, having met them in similar business networking events. Some personal trainer, and he's recording all of his online training programs with the virtual labs. One locally to here.
Dog grooming. I mean, there we go. Bit of training other people to be dog groomers in this space.
And the point being that no matter how large or small, if you're looking to communicate, engage, and connect with an audience, we've created spaces that we hope will allow you to do that. And one of the pieces of feedback that we keep getting given, which is really important, is that we have made a product and a service that removes some of the harder costs that can be sometimes seen at front end, and that we've created a cost-effective, agile, and a product that involves people in that process and absolutely gets them to where they need to be 100%. Within their organizations.
I guess it starts with just some words you've just shared there, connect, and us really truly reinventing the way that people connect.
Absolutely.
And that for me is at the heart of everything that we've done and everything we're about to share with you. And it actually begins with the word simplicity, because it has to be, for me, one of the biggest challenges in this environment is the complexity of technical equipment, the technical expertise that's required to use that equipment, but also the environment that requires lots of people with lots and lots of capability. We've removed all that and made this as simple as we possibly can. I think the second part, and you touched on it there, labs, not studios. And I guess to start with, let's just talk a bit about the context between those two different ideas. We went with labs because laboratories are places where things are created, where innovation happens, where inventions happen. Amazing things happen in our world in laboratories. And we want amazing things to happen in ours. So don't think mad, crazy science, but rather fun science, I guess, as part of that. And it's also, we're talking a bit about, you touched on it there in that intro, Luke, media production versus video production. We are very much in the media production space, not the video production. It doesn't mean we don't produce videos, but there are some great video production companies out there that will go out and make fantastic videos on site, out in the public domain. We're all about our labs. You come here and make that magic happen. You come here and immerse yourself in that. We've talked a bit about them so far, but why don't we take a couple of minutes to have a look around both this one here in the north and the one we've also got in the Midlands. So a whistle-stop tour around Stratford and up here in Teesside. But let's delve a little bit more into what you get when you visit one of our labs. we've worked really hard to make sure that we cram them full of what we need to do a fantastic job of media production. Starting first of all with cameras. In each lab, there are 5 high quality 4K cameras. And even if you don't understand the technical side of that, what that means is we can record very high quality video, either multiple camera angles or in multiple spaces at any one time, giving us absolute versatility across what we do. We've also made sure in the space there are different set environments. So anything from stood up in front of your audience, as I am with you today, to sat on a comfy sofa, in a wingback chair, or at a desk. Whatever the environment is for you, we can make that environment connect with your message. We can even make it on brand by decorating it with props and materials that perhaps are akin to your branding, colors, or logo, making it feel really personalized to your organization. We've talked about cameras, but it's also about the technology that operates and works in these spaces. We've invested in the latest and the best technology that we can find for media production today. And we will continue to invest wherever we need to make sure we stay absolutely forefront and center. What that means for you, though, is that you can rest assured that we've got everything we need under one roof to make your media production as best as it can possibly be. And the final thing that was really important to us is opening this space up to others. It's very often the case when you're producing or creating videos, films, productions, or live broadcasts that half the office wants to come along and be a part of that action. So we've created spaces where people can come and work. They can just put their laptops out, hook them up on our Wi-Fi. They can watch the production on the screen above them, but they can also get a day's work done whilst cheekily sticking their head around the corner to get involved with what's taking place inside the lab.
Not only did we focus on the physical side of the technology and actually the physical spaces themselves, we spent a huge amount of time trying to understand how we can further support any media that we deliver and build for our clients. And as you'll have seen today already, there's a number of assets that we use on the screen now, things that come across to put our names out, and then things that bring us in and out of the videos. All of those things are difficult and equally expensive to build. But what we've done is we've created a library that allows you to be involved in the design of those right from the beginning. So all of those assets you've seen, we've got multiple versions of them. We'll take your brand, we'll take your logo, we'll take your tone of voice, and we'll immerse those into what we design and create, making it more agile, easy to use and user-friendly. But as I said at the start, it involves you and it gives you that control you need, because who knows your business better than you yourself? But if you do want support and you want to create something entirely new, or you have no brand at all, these are areas that we can help you with. Work with other companies that you may be working with to get you started. We can do it all depending on what your needs are. And then second to that, when we think about this live delivery and this live broadcasting that we're doing for you right now, there's so many platforms out there that we can use. In business, some of the most dominant at the moment are Microsoft Teams and Zoom that many people will be familiar with, but also there's a lot more out there that people are connecting with their audiences on. And we can stream anything you want through any of those that you've seen, and any that you may be using that we didn't show you there. But also what we can do, and like we're doing today, we can stream to multiple services. Today, we are live on LinkedIn, live on Facebook, and live on YouTube, all at the same time.
As Luke said, it's not just about the live environment and those assets that we talk about, although those are really important and fundamental to any media production that you do take part in. But it's also about other services that we can offer you, because live works really well if you want to connect with an audience, perhaps a smaller audience, large, into thousands of people, communication events, conferencing, anything where you need to create that very on-demand type environment. What about if you want to pre-record stuff? We can do that in the labs too. From website films through to explainer videos. It could be that you want to create some learning content for your learning management system. In fact, anything whatsoever that you want to create on film, we can do here in the labs. We're seeing a huge uplift in the utilization of podcasts. Not only are they more widely publicly available and used by so many people, organizations starting to use them as a part of their communication tool. A podcast recorded well in the right environment with the right sound in itself becomes something people want to listen to. But what if you take that to the next level? What if you start to add video into that, film into that, graphics into that? Maybe the combination of those two things that we can do here will take that podcast to the very next stage. And finally, I guess a catch-all, those really bespoke, customized events that you might want to deliver. If we haven't covered it so far, I would suggest just have a conversation with us. We are absolutely set on anything from awards to event ceremonies to celebrations, you name it, we'd be happy to talk to you about it.
And as we bring this to a close, one of the things that any new business needs, and I know we said that we've been doing this for a couple of years now, but the virtual labs, this is its first real day. And today we launched our website. And on our website, you will be able to find out far more about all of the things that we have discussed today and some testimonials and some more supporting videos. There's a show reel on there that will really show off some of the aspects. But just as importantly, if you want to get in touch with us, just get through to the details that you may be able to see on screen now, slightly small there I can see. But the point being, come to us and ask questions. We are always learning. So when we say to you, we truly believe that these facilities, these labs have the ability to deliver so much. We may not have all of the answers for you. So if you have an idea and you think I could do this or I could do that, please get in touch. We'll work it out. And if we can't, we'll find someone that can, because that's how we like to work. You know, our answer for that question therefore starts with, we believe in our team is your team and our space is your space. Let's start there with the conversation and we can move anything forward from there. And finally, thank you. Thank you for taking time to watch this live, or if you're watching it on playback. We hope you have a great day and rest of the day, rest of the week. And we hope that we'll speak to you very soon.
Yeah, we certainly have. It's been an absolute privilege to talk to you today. Can't wait to do it again soon. Take care. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
Bye for now.